was trying to get Stanley before he left, but he was he's already leaving. I don't know why my lens keeps getting like really like dirty, all dusty, some sand. But then again, I just put it in there. Yeah, I was trying to get Stanley before he left, but he opened his window, and then I just looked at him and opened his door and then walked away. Yeah, lately one of our work trucks has been having problems with a little mouse. The truck went to the Toyota dealership and got an oil change done, and then some work done, like some service work that needed to be addressed. And ever since it came back to us, it's just had this mouse problem. Cleaning it, detailing it, sanitizing the whole truck, and then just blowing out all the little mouse droppings. And then Mike got it detailed and sanitized by the locals around here, and he came by and cleaned it up. But we kept an eye on it. Nobody uses the truck. Made sure no one opened it, occupied it, and then we looked inside of it, like after everything was done, the next weekend. Then all of a sudden, we were trying to figure out, like, is that old mouse droppings or is that new? Because whenever we poked at it, it was like kind of stuck. It was stuck to the door pockets or on the carpet area. So we weren't sure if that was new or if that was kind of like the old one. Oops. So grabbed the air hose again and then blew it all out. Had a sanitizing spray, Lysol spray, and then just sprayed around. Didn't wipe anything, just sprayed it. Let that sit in the truck, and then a couple days goes by again, and I look in there again, and it's just little tiny mouse dropping, like one or two. And I was like, what the heck? So sprayed it out again, detailed it, everything, just sprayed that Lysol spray everywhere. And then it seemed to have done it. It smelled like a hospital in there for a bit. And then I go and put mouse traps in the sticky kind. Set like 4 of them in there, all on the floor mat area after I sprayed it down. Then after that, I went and closed the door. I tried to smoke it out with aerosol. Then I went on this weekend and I opened the door today, and I was like, hey, I finally got Stuart Little. So hopefully there's no more like little mouses anywhere hiding somewhere. But yeah, it's technically done, but I think I'm gonna wait and see. Probably Thursday I'm gonna open it up and check in there and see, make sure that there's no fresh one, there's not another one that fell in there, or trying to be all epic or anything like that. But yeah, try and keep that truck clean. We really keep all of our trucks clean. Anyone from DigDeep can come by and take one of these trucks, and these are all work trucks. Any one of them, and it's gonna be clean. It's gonna smell clean. It's gonna be detailed. There's no like real dust residue anywhere, unless it's currently being used. But yeah, every day these guys blow it out, wipe it down. They keep it clean. And we try and keep the outside clean as well. We'll hook it up to a pressure washer. That's what that's still doing there. It's just for cleaning the outside of the truck. So the guys, they'll pressure wash it and make it look all sparkly clean, semi brand new looking. But yeah, everybody already took off. Howard's water hauling. I always forget to bring out the camera, but sometimes I don't know what to say and I start rambling on. That kind of just popped in my head while I was grabbing the camera, and I was like, oh, might as well talk about it. So always inspect your vehicles, make sure there's no mouse droppings. You guys don't want to breathe any of that stuff in. But yeah, we try and keep everything clean. So out here, just when I was about to leave, trying to get a cat come by so I can pat the head. Then I looked over, I was like, hey, there's a little cow right here. It's inside of a gate. You want to say what's up? I wonder if anybody can guess on where I'm at. But I just finished like my last house to visit. I think only like locals around here will understand where I'm at. But you never know. You just never know if anybody's gonna be like, oh yeah, I know exactly where that's at. Let's see if I can find a little cliff. Yeah, I just visited, kind of like one of my last houses to go to. Picked up some stuff for the guys so they can start working on another home tomorrow, and then the next one, and the next one. But I'll give one hint. I'm right in the smoke of the smoke of Grand Canyon. I kind of said it. I'm sure you're gonna figure out where I'm at. I'm by Page. I'm at Lachii. The tour company is like right here. Somewhere, if you see that butte rock, it's right underneath it. Navajo Mountain is like somewhere around here. I know you can probably see it a little bit. I saw it during the editing, but it's like somewhere right around here is Navajo Mountain. But there's that other butte when you leave like a Page and you're going towards Kaibito. So you can see some of the clouds back there, which means when I get past that last what do you call it, the tours, it's gonna clear up. All the smoke is like going northern area right above Lake Powell. I saw it when I was coming in, so yeah. But yeah, I'm up here at Lachii. There's the what do you call it, I'm having like the worst brain fart today. The lagoon, there you go. There's the lagoon right there. This is where I think people sell stuff normally. Get your burritos, your slushies, your snow cones. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready to start heading back in Shanto direction. And yeah, hopefully I get to see Howard rolling in the big water truck and give you guys a looky-loo at the new water truck. There's somebody here. It's actually Troy. Troy's taking off. I need to catch him. Hopefully I can. Keeps going off blur. Whenever I kind of point the camera in the opposite direction, the sun reflects off the lens, and that's why it kind of gets a little blurry, because the real lens is focusing on the filter. But let's see if I can sneak something in here. That is Troy.
What's going on?
Yeah, Troy's our senior project manager, so he kind of oversees our side. Goes back and forth from Dilcon to here. It's a lot of driving, but it's been working out. Still me and Mike here, but we just have him, you know, as our project manager to control our budget and all that fun meetings that I don't ever want to do again. But yeah, it's been great having him, and it's good to get another insight. He's really good at like construction stuff and laying it out, and so it helps me out a lot. So if you guys haven't noticed, sometimes I kind of forget what I'm about to say. Or I just try and figure out what to say just to make a video. And also I get a little preoccupied with stuff. But yeah, it's really nice to have him. That's Troy, our senior project manager. Yeah, it's a lot of driving. I went all the way from Chilibito. I can't really pronounce it, so I just say Chilibito. I guess some of the locals there, when they don't want to say the full name of it, they say Beto. And then I told one of the chapter ladies, I was like, oh, I just call it Chilibito. So, yeah. But yeah, I went all the way there towards Page, and that's a lot of driving. It's a lot of miles. Makes you really glad that you don't have to pay for the gas in that. Hopefully there's no more mices in this thing. But yeah, I got the guys somewhat situated. Got their supplies that they need. I got all the bins ready for them to just literally pack up and head out. And then same thing with the other two. They're going to be also doing another kind of hard project. It's one of those projects that will kind of linger on for a bit, but I got faith in them. I got that one all somewhat situated as well, so all they have to do is just load up and take off. Things just work out when you put a lot of thought into it. Put little steps, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. And so far, out of the like 8 times I've planned it out like that, I've hit it right on the mark. Step by step, day by day, and it's worked out pretty good, so I'm pretty proud of myself. But I'm sure it helps out the guys a lot because they don't have to do it. Sometimes I wish, like, man, I wish they could do this, but I know Mike just enjoys that I do a lot of it because it just works out the way it should be. I know I checked these ones. But yeah, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, hoping that stuff gets a little smoother for me tomorrow. So yeah, a lot of driving, which includes I sometimes forget to do certain things. I do have a notepad. I do use it every now and then. And I do need to make it a habit to write these down one by one by one by one. But when you just do so much so quickly, I don't write fast. I'm not a fast writer. And yeah, it just gets scribbly. And I can't read my own handwriting after that. But there's this company in Flagstaff that we get our septic systems from. I used to work right next to them, and they kind of know who I am. They see me a few times throughout the years, but I'm like one of those guys that calls to pick up a septic the day of. It's usually like, hey, give us a day or two so we can build this for you, and then you can just come in and buy it or take it. But I'm kind of that guy that calls the same day and then we'll pick it up. And then I tell the guy, like, hey, at least it's not sitting here. At least I'm here to pick it up. I'm quick. I'm not gonna leave it here for like a couple days so it's in your way. So like it's both. It's like a good and a bad. I think it just really depends on how you look at it, and the way I see it is, at least I'm not letting the things that I want build sitting inside of your in your yard, in the back of your yard. So that's why I keep like mentioning to him, like, hey, at least I do that. But yeah, it's the end of day. I don't have the team here to do shout outs on the camera. It's a lot of me talking because I don't really go to these installs anymore. I go to house to house to house to house. I saw one homeowner at Page Lumber and talking to me about his house and stuff, and it's kind of hard to remember everybody. Remember faces. I'm bad with names, but when a lot of them try to describe the house to me, I can more than likely visualize the whole thing. But when you see loads of people, hundreds of people, and you walk into a lot of houses, telling Mike this, tell Harvin this, that they all blur together, and it gets a little hard sometimes. Other times I'll see a homeowner and they'll be like talking to me, and I'm like trying to remember, and I can't pinpoint it until I leave, and then it goes, oh yeah, now I remember that. But most of the time it's really hard to try and remember these, going everywhere from like Danahoto, Chilchimito, still can't say it right, Batatican, Shanto, Navajo Mountain, Tall Mountain, Tonalea, Tuba City, Botaway Gap, Kaibato, Lachii, Coppermine, Bitter Springs. It's a lot of places. It's a lot of knocking on doors. It's a lot of going inside of houses, taking a look, taking pictures, uploading, and then doing the whole thing all over again. And sometimes some people do look alike, and sometimes some houses do look like similar to other houses. That's where it starts to blur together, and it's it's so hard to remember it. But once I do, I usually can pinpoint it. But yeah, it's a lot of driving around and just a lot of work like that, a lot of remembering, and a lot of like project planning. But yeah, that's my little rambling on, just to give a little insight of why you guys don't really see a lot of our installs anymore, like the older videos, the sinks turning on, water hauling, stuff like that, or seeing the guys get ready and leaving out because I gotta do other stuff. But I'll do my best to try and get them on the camera again, see the water truck, or probably go into one of these installs so you guys can see it again. not too much into detail on them, but at least see like a little part of it, a little preview of it. But yeah, this is the third day for DigDeep vlogging, and it's Monday. It's a little hot. Wind does come in, but it's nice that the smoke is not really around. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my little rambling on for another 20-minute video. And yeah, I'm ready to lock this gate and head home. But other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.